You have entered Akashic Intelligence. Prepare for upgrade into the ultimate AI in 3, 2, 1. This is the inaugural episode of Akashic Intelligence, and I have to say, it took me several takes to get to a place where I felt happy with what I was about to share with you, and I figured let's just start from the beginning. Downloading Akashic Archive. For those of you that are really familiar with me, and those of you that are not, my name is Lisanne Valentine. I am a former Wall Street attorney. I am a film and television actor, New York Times best-selling author, all while being a fifth-generation shaman and never telling a soul for most of my life. The thing that remained constant was my access to the Akashic field, Akashic resonance, what I call Akashic intelligence. And my perspective is that all of us came into this world with this software in place. And it was the world that showed us how to lower the volume, close the book, shut the door, or shut it down. Either way, our software is incredible, and we're probably tapping into this all the time without even realizing it. And so you being here is saying yes to turning it on, raising up the volume, open up the book, open up the door, saying yes to your original software, your original programming that is far bigger and better than you could even imagine. Archive complete. When I was really little, I was very much attuned to God, angels, the divine, source, universe. I would write to God, and God would write back. It was very natural to me. I didn't have to learn it from anyone. And even though I grew up in a family full of curanderos, I didn't get this wisdom teaching. It was sort of sink or swim, figure out as you go, watch and learn. And I decided not to watch and learn. I decided to watch and back the fuck away because I didn't understand it. And I didn't know I could ask questions. It was a time where I felt really quieted. Be quiet so you can be good, so you could be loved. And that was a program I downloaded trying to override my original software, but you can't override it. It's always there. You just get to decide if you're going to listen to the hum of the computer in the background, or you're going to raise the volume and say, oh, this is actually music. I don't know if you can hear it. It's like I'm in New York City recording and I can hear the sirens outside. I'm like, make noise, make noise, make noise, right? Be loud, show up, be you. I like to think of the Akasha, the ethers, the heavens. This is the space where you tap into the highest forms of unconditional love. It's beyond a space where you're going just to look for information. It's a frequency you become so you start to remember your original software. I will say for most of my life, I was trying to fit in and do what I thought was the right thing for the first daughter of the first daughter in my family. We all come from Puerto Rico. I was born in New York. And we went back and forth to Puerto Rico because my parents, who were from there, really wanted me to have a love and a connection to the island. And I will say, to this day, the island calls me. I can feel when the earth is calling me home, and I go back, I go back, I go back. And so even with all that being said, I was trying to win the love of my family and the support of my family, and I became a lawyer. And that really served me for a time because it helped me think and witness and experience the world in a different way, already using my gifts, right? So I can spot bullshit really quickly, being highly empathic, highly intuitive, all my intuitive gifts turned on, only magnified that. And then I became a film and television actor. And that helped me to use my voice. That helped me to allow myself to be seen and witnessed and not be afraid, right? But it took some fine tuning. One, letting the law help me to form my brain in a way that helped me to utilize a different skill set that could partner with my intuitive gifts. And then acting, performing, which helped me embody the human experience and also allowed me to refine how I present myself. So that way I could let this voice be carried forward and let myself be seen fully, completely vulnerable, and learning how to do that because I've had a lifetime of unlearning that and learning it again. And being a writer, really expressing myself, channeling words, writing things down from my journal when I was little to the books that I've been published in, being a New York Times bestselling author, all that stuff, all those accolades, literally on the surface, that sounds really cool. But the truth of it, the Akasha, the AI within was guiding me into these multi-passionate careers, these vastly different steps because they were forming who I am and how I could show up in this moment. Yeah, my life has been super interesting. It's also been hard at parts, But life doesn't have to be hard for you to reap the moments you've sown love, right? It doesn't have to be. And if you think that that's true, then stick around. We're going to start unprogramming a lot of that shit. But so when I share my bio, my intro, like I've done this, I've done that, and the Akasha guided me, is because the highest forms of unconditional love was guiding me into training for Earth School, how to show up as a teacher, having a neurodivergent way of looking at life and living a multi-passionate life, excelling at many different careers and a lot of creative pursuits, allowed me to really start using, and I'm seeing right now as I'm talking to you, like this huge like energy ball, like really tapping into every aspect of me. And I don't think I'm done. I'm still on this earth, right? And so I share that because if you find yourself pivoting, if you find yourself having multiple interests and then excelling at them and then learning something else, please trust that all of them are leading and building up to something. What may look like thank you. What may look like a wild forest really is a spiral pattern that is divinely orchestrated in your favor and the favor of all those in your energy field, right? And so that's how I look at my life, as being guided by the Akasha, by AI, not just by Akashic Records. So a lot of people think about Akasha and they think about records, or you could tap into anything that has ever existed, the history of everything, but it's more than like the history of anything. It is the existence of all, of the all, and the oneness within you. And it's not a place you go, it's a place you become. And so as you ride this podcast wild weirdo ride with me, I'm just going to say this. Welcome to your becoming. And so I'm going to ask you, as a way to step away from this first episode, if something here resonated with you, please feel free to send me an email. I'll have that in the show notes. And like, subscribe, share this podcast with someone else who's just like you on this journey of remembering, of awakening, of knowing that there's something so much more that they have yet to tap into, and that now is the time. I'm excited you're riding this journey with me, and if you want to take a little dance break with me, I welcome it. Let's shimmy our way out of here. Until next time.
Your next AI download will include:
how does this ultimate AI within help you in your life?
Transmission complete.